Just like that, baby.
Yeah, how are you?
Oh, man, fantastic. I was looking at your, how's the silicone Whoop band?
I like it. I had a white one that someone gave me, and it was just getting too, like, you know, a little
too dirty,
dingy, so I ordered a black one, but I like it.
This is like the original one of the 4.0.
Yeah.
And I've had to wash it many of times.
Yeah, I've had mine, like, put them in the dishwasher.
So the silicone, it doesn't
pinch you or stink or anything like that. No, it's pretty good.
It's worth like the $60 price tag that they're at you?
Dude, you can get on on that big box store that's having really good deals right now.
I got
you. Get it there for like $12.
Look, that's how ignorant I am to that. I didn't even think to go on there.
Well, they didn't have them at first because I looked, and then I looked again like 2 weeks ago.
The big box store, man. I love it.
Yeah.
Have you enjoyed Whoop?
Yeah. So my wife and I had it both, and she's like, I don't want to pay for this. She was more gotten into. She doesn't track like I do. Mm-hmm. I'm like OCD about stuff. She wanted to start using it more for like running and stuff, so she swapped to Garmin. And I think the ideal thing is to have a Garmin and a Whoop if you can, because that way you can get all the running features out of the Garmin, and then you get all the Whoop features, which is But
I get it, but Whoop,
I love it.
Yeah, it's the sleep. It's the sleep for me.
It's asleep for me too, especially because I still drink here and there. Yeah. And when I do, it's like, hey, you shouldn't have done that. Or I don't get enough, sleep.
Oh my gosh. Let me turn this Apple off since it's.
But yeah, man, I've been happy with it. I've been doing it for a while. I've been doing it. This is probably my third year with Whoop, I feel like. So
3 years already?
Yeah.
Man, have you ever taken a break from it? And like gone and done all your training without it and seeing how.
I feel like I took a break from it for about a month or two, and then I just re-up and paid for a whole year.
I got you.
It was cheaper that way, and I was like, I'm just going to keep it. They have a new one out that they're trying to sell you right now, and I'm like, I'll wait till they give me a better deal.
Yeah.
But I like this one fine.
Sweet.
But I'm looking forward to, I don't know, man. It's just, I feel like you can get too in the weeds with it where you're too like worried about that. I still track my macros. Just on my Fitness Pal, nothing crazy. And I'm just tracking carbs, fat, protein, right?
Yeah.
I don't need to track all the other stuff because I know I'm eating clean, so it doesn't matter anyways because I've just been doing this long enough. But I still track that because sometimes I fall short. That's the only reason why I track. My wife's like, you don't need to do that anymore. I'm like, I do because I'll mess around and only be at like 150 on my protein. I need to be at 200. You know what I mean?
That's a big difference. A big gap in the day.
For me, it is. Especially for high output workouts. For doing high output workouts 5-6 days a week, I need to have my macros right. And
absolutely.
And then recovery too. Recovery is the biggest thing for me with Whoop. So
I took a break there for probably 6 months. So this is like my 5th year of having it. And so I took a break, and I downloaded an app called Bevel. I think that's how you say it. So their goal was to try to like take everything from Whoop, but put your macros in with it. And so it was on your phone and on your watch. You can get it on your watch. But the biggest thing is, if you want to do sleep, you've got to charge your watch throughout the day so you can wear it at night. But with Whoop, man, like the original ones are 5 days, and now it's 14 days.
Yeah.
And so that's the biggest thing. I got tired of just charging my watch all day just to try to get the sleep data, but they got your macros in there. I'm like, how have they not integrated that yet?
I think they're getting there, and I think you can integrate it too with like the Apple Health thing. But I hadn't even done that because I know you're still not getting a lot of data.
Yeah.
But originally it's funny because before I went to Whoop, I was wearing an Apple Watch, right? And it was so far off. Like the accuracy there was so bad.
Yeah.
Like as far as how much calories it said you burn and all.
I don't pay attention to any of that.
It was way off, right? It measured good like heart rate, but it was just way off, and I was so oblivious. I thought it was correct until I got Whoop, and I was like, dude, I haven't been burning near what it said I burned, right? Just because your body's used to that, right?
Yeah.
But no, dude, I like it. I'm pretty religious about it. If sometimes I'll mess around and let it die, and I might lose a day, which kind of pisses me off, but I get back on track.
You lose your data streak, man.
Yeah.
I got a buddy, he's like in the 2000s of his data streak. I'm like, how have you not missed a charge on that thing? It blows my mind.
Yeah.
But how are you mentally when it says you're in the red? Does it bother you
I think
anymore?
I already know.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll wake up. Here's what's crazy. Sometimes I'll wake up. I've been in yellow all week.
Yeah,
I've been yellow all week. It's just because we had hard training days. It's really hot outside. I'm losing a lot of water. And I'm only sleeping 6 hours a night. That's just kind of where I'm always at. That's just kind of my anyways. Sometimes I'll wake up and it'll say red and it'll surprise me. I'm like, I don't feel that bad, right? So I don't know, but if I'm in the yellow or the green, I feel great. When I'm in the red, I'm like crap. But typically, if I'm in the red, it's because I didn't sleep enough. More often than not, it's because I had like 2 or 3 drinks, and it's immediately in the red. It's like, dude, you cannot hide this from your body. Like, I didn't tell this thing I drank. I didn't tell it anything. But
does it switch on you what type of alcohol you drink?
I haven't got that far because I just only drink tequila.
Yeah, I got you.
But if I could try like something else, like vodka or something to see. I don't drink beer, but I could try like a vodka or something to see.
Like red wine helps me.
Really?
On mine, yeah.
Recovery?
Yeah. Let me take that back. Maybe not necessarily help me, but it doesn't push me to the red, which is wild because it's
like 1 glass, 2 glasses,
maybe like 2 or 3.
Right,
yeah,
okay.
Like max. Like no, I'm not going full bottle type stuff on red wine, but if it blows my mind because of the sugar.
Yeah.
And so it's usually at nighttime before bed, that type of thing or whatever. But
That's crazy.
I don't know if I've ever been in red off of that, but some of the other ones, absolutely. And so one of the wildest stories is we were in Waco on a vacation, and I woke up one morning and my Whoop said I was at 1%. It was the first time I was at 1%. Man, we hadn't done anything. Like we went to Magnolia Farms and we were doing all that stuff over there.
Right.
We were like sightseeing. And I woke up, I was at 1%, and luckily it was the day we were coming back. The next morning, I was at 1% again. I was in the hospital for the next 2 days.
What happened?
I had, what's it called? Meningitis.
Oh,
was
okay.
that something with your brain? I might be completely wrong. I don't know. But yeah, I was in the hospital for like 2 days, and it picked it up before it like really
before your body
took
told you?
over. Yeah, which is incredible. And it's done that a couple of times. If I'm like 10 or lower, like I gear up because I know something is on the horizon in the next couple hours.
It's definitely done that for me too if I'm sick.
People, if they're listening, they have no idea. They're like, that is voodoo. I'm like, it's not. It's really not. Like I said, I've had this thing for 5 years, and it knows. Like going back to the COVID stuff, it knew all of that with the respiratory stuff. Like 24-ish hours before, because I got it on December 26th, and on Christmas that night my respiratory stuff started changing, and that morning it showed and popped. I was like, this is out of control.
Have you ever felt like, you noticed your blood oxygen level fluctuate? Mine never has, and then it randomly has done it like twice in the past 3 months.
See, I don't ever look at that. I need to go look at that one.
Look at that, because like
that one in skin temperature, I don't ever really pay attention to.
Well, skin temperature is always going to be up if I drank.
Yeah,
it'll be up at night, but like it'll just show that data in the morning, and I'll look, and it'll say out of range, and it'll be like you only had 80% blood oxygen. I'm like, what happened?
You got some sleep apnea going on?
I mean, maybe, but it might be paired with drinking too, something like that. Like, because I noticed that like I don't really snore that bad unless I'm like if I drink, and then that causes that, whatever. That's what my wife does anyways. But yeah. I don't know, man. Sleep apnea stuff, I feel like I had a problem with that in the past when I had like a unhealthier lifestyle. Not saying I've always eaten decent and worked out, but like as far as like not sleeping, drinking a lot, partying, kind of single lifestyle, I noticed I had that way more,
That's wild. Because, I mean, there's so much data out there now with people drinking to go to sleep. Like it doesn't put you in a deep REM sleep. It just kind of puts you in that almost like REM 1 awake but not awake type, and you're not getting deep sleep, restful sleep. But they're like, oh, it knocks me out. Like, yeah, it does, but you're not getting the restorative sleep that you need to recover from it. So
I've noticed that too. Anything over 8 hours for me, even though it'll say I have an excellent recovery and I got the good REM sleep, is just I feel like I have a hangover.
Sluggish.
Yeah.
I wish I knew the science behind that part.
I know it's weird.
Yeah.
But are we supposed to? You know what I mean? Like, is it supposed to take us? Are we supposed to not be able to jump out of bed and go? Because
I honestly think there's a window for each individual person of how much sleep you actually need to feel good. Because if you go too long, man, you might be waking up in a sleep cycle, which isn't good.
Yeah.
Because you might feel sluggish, and then you feel sluggish. So now, what are you going to do to overcome that? So now here comes the caffeine. Here comes these other things. Well, now I've just pushed 200-300 milligrams of caffeine first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
I get to lunchtime. Now my nervous system shot. Well, now I got these other things to do. Okay, now here comes the cycle starts going. I don't know that the sleep one I struggle with because I got 3 kids. So there's been different seasons of my life where there's been 30 minutes of sleep and I've got to go to work.
Yeah.
There's been times where we've gotten great sleep and I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm dragging. And so honestly, it goes back to just the consistency of how you sleep. Just day in, day out. Are you going to bed at the same time? Are you waking up at the same time?
Yeah.
And then how cold is your room?
Oh, dude, I keep mine 65.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's cold and dark, dude.
I love it.
I cannot sleep when I'm hot right now. It's like 71 in here because it's so hot outside. Like, this is as cool as I can get this place during the day.
Yeah.
And I'm hot right now. Like, mind you, I'll go out and sweat and have horrible workouts, and I don't mind the heat, but when I'm chilling, I like to be cold.
We like to be cold. Yeah, man, we live in a 100-year-old house. And during the wintertime, we just kind of let it ride. Man, we'll wake up and be like 55 in there sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And me, my wife, my kid, we sleep fantastic like that. Now we got like a heating blanket and stuff on.
Yeah.
But it's nice and cozy in the bed. But the outside temperature, if you were to walk outside into our house, you'd be like, y'all are crazy. Why are y'all sleeping like this?
Yeah.
But we sleep fantastic.
Yeah, that's how I am, man. I tell the kids are like, it's cold, or the wife's like, it's cold. I'm like, well, put clothes on. Like, I can only take so many clothes off. Like, dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The in-laws will come over, the older folks, they get cold easy, and they're like, it's so cold in here.
Put your jacket on. You're good.
Dude, put some clothes on, man. I don't know what to tell you.
It does. We'll, if you don't walk around during the wintertime in our house, if you don't have shoes on or like slippers, it feels like you're walking around on ice because we don't necessarily have insulation underneath because we are on pier beam. And man, those wood floors get so cold. It is. Oh, it's miserable sometimes walking in the wintertime.
Are you? What are you doing for? What are you doing these days, like regimen wise, as far as like diet and exercise?
Oh man, this is a tricky question because I just switched. I'm in the process of training for my first triathlon.
Well, congrats. How far in are you on that?
We're doing a sprint, so it's going to be. I think it's a half-mile swim.
Yeah.
So I think it's like 880 yards. I think. Don't butcher me if I get these things wrong. And then it's an 18-mile bike and then a 5K.
Gotcha.
So,
not too horrible.
No. This is very beginning stuff.
Yeah.
This is not Ironman, half Ironman. I don't like. I want to have a good experience because it's open water. It's not pool, so it'll be out in Benton at Cypress, I think. So you swim that area. It's in that park out there.
Yeah.
So right now, man, Mondays we're getting up and we're running. That's like my longer run day, kind of just zone 2 stuff, chill, and then maybe lift in the afternoon. And then Tuesday I'm gonna swim. That's my long swim, or just swimming. We're just getting comfortable in the water. And then Wednesday I actually coach CrossFit class at the Y in the mornings, and so then after that I'll go to work, and then in the afternoon, man, I'll either swim again, so we'll go back-to-back swims, or that'll be a longer bike day, and then just kind of fill out from there of what it looks like. It's funny that you bring that up because I was making some videos yesterday asking the triathlon community of like, when do you strength train? Because there's so much to do to try to get ready. I feel like if you start strength training, you almost take away from the other things.
Yeah, for sure.
But in my mind, I'm like, no, strength training is going to help you with those other things, but also have a family and kids that I want to go see and do those type of. I'm like, so where in the world do you put it in? Because I don't want to get up at 3 a.m. just to go lift weights or just to go run 6 miles.
Yeah.
Like I'm up at 4:30 enough. I don't want to go 2 more hours and then have to try to figure that out. And so, but that's where I'm at right now. But most of the time, I would probably say 80-85% of the year, it's CrossFit style workouts.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at pretty much 100% now. We've been doing, I did a high rocks. I did a solo high rocks in March. I did a half marathon. We're doing something like every month.
Oh, yeah. You got, man, I love it.
Yeah, it's like I did a half marathon on New Year's Day, and then we did a high rocks. And then we did.
Way to bring in the new year. Where did you do a half marathon New Year Day?
I was hungover.
Where'd you just for fun?
It was a New Year's half marathon. It was right out of CenturyLink. There's probably it was a bunch. You had a 5K,
gotcha.
a 10K, a half marathon. But I did it with some people. Someone said we were going to do it in a group of our workout friends, and then they bailed, and I was like, well, screw it. Another group were like, well, y'all said you are going, so we're like, well, we're sitting there having some drinks on New Year's Eve, and I'm like, I guess I'll see y'all at 7 a.m. And it was horrible.
Yeah.
But it was horrible. But the high rocks was really bad, man. The solo high rocks was. Have you looked into that yet?
So yeah, I got put on the wait list.
So you were going to register?
I was going to do it in November. There's a
solo or team?
Solo.
So I'm signed up for November too.
Okay, nice.
I'll be in Dallas in November.
Are you in the pro or what is it, singles?
I'm doing men's double because a friend of mine who started working out with us, he just started training with us probably a month ago, and says he wants to do it, and he asked for me to partner with him. So I'm kind of here with him on this journey, and for doing teams is going to be much easier than doing the solo one. The solo one was horrible.
All you got to do is run all of it,
and
then
same.
You just
split the rest. And so it was horrible, the solo one. But
what are you running? You're running 8 miles? Pretty close.
You're going.
It's 8
1,000s.
Yeah.
8 1,000. So
6. I mean, a 6K. That's 6.2, or a 10K is 6.2. So you're
running 6 miles.
A little over 6 miles.
But yeah, it's at
a very high heart rate.
Yeah, that's the goal, right? If I have any input, if you do get signed up, and my input is, because training for it really was like, there wasn't that information. We did the Houston one, and wasn't a lot of information out there yet. Now it's like super popular and it's sold out in an hour, but training for that, it's just, you have to do everything under high heart rate. Like if the way to train for that is not go sim it. We simmed it like every week.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't the way. We simmed it every week. We broke it down during the week, and we simmed it every Saturday.
Okay.
Well, over at ChristFit, there's probably like 30 of us that went. Well, that wasn't the way to do it, because it didn't put you in the right headspace of doing it, because you were doing that kind of at your leisure, just trying to finish.
Yeah.
Whereas I think breaking it down in increments, like saying like take a quarter of it and just do that, and do it in like sets.
Do it hard.
Yeah, go hard, because like you have to go really hard in exercise, and then you have to run, and the run needs to be your catching the breath, but you're still on high heart rate while you're running.
Yes.
So I don't know, man. There's some science to it, but we simmed a whole one this past Friday, and I felt really good.
Did you go sub 60 yet?
No,
not yet. Okay,
no, dude.
Isn't that the goal? Like if you want to pro division, you want to go sub 60?
If you're single sub 60, that's amazing. Right?
Okay.
That's like top in the United States.
Okay.
But if you can do team sub 60, you're good. I mean, that's great.
Yeah.
But I mean, I that's what I was telling my partner. I was like, hey, Brian, we're gonna try to sub 60. He's like, I don't think I can do that. I was like, look, you didn't even think you could do any of this a month ago,
Yeah.
But we're doing mainly CrossFit style workouts, and then we'll start going into kind of training camp. I kind of treat it like used to a fight. Like we're going to training camp like 3 months out, and I'll start like breaking those workouts down. And
I heard if you really want to be good, you got to be almost in shape for like a 115 to a 130 half marathon. Like that's the running conditioning type you want to be in, and then have the skill base for the the sled push, the pull.
Yeah.
Was Houston when they rolled the new carpets out, the new turf, or was it still the old one?
I don't know.
For some reason, I feel like that's been a big thing in that world.
What's the talk there? Dude, everybody's talking all this about, and I don't pay attention. I'm just
they put a new surface out for the sleds.
Okay.
That's supposed to be easier to push and pull, but I don't know if it was in Houston. Anyways, I don't know. It might have been in New York when they just did.
Dude, I mean, that was the easiest part for me. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
That's just grunt. I feel like it's just grunt work.
The hardest part for me was staying running at a good pace, because you could, if I bring out, like, I'll send my schedule to you, like, where it shows you all your times, and it'll show you every round, and you'll see where I start falling off, and it's just because my cardio just diminishes after all that.
Dude, how are those burpee broad jumps?
So the burpee broad jumps weren't horrible. They were okay. I'm decent at those. I don't look like I would be, but I am. The worst part was the lunges, because my quads were locking up.
Gotcha.
So, like, I was just bouncing on the lunges, and if I stood all the way up, lock, and scare me. Everybody like cries about the wall balls. It's like the easiest thing, dude. It's at the end, you just burn them out.
14-pound ball.
14 pound for 100 reps. But I train with a 20 all the time. So like wall balls are nothing. But burpee broad jumps suck. But really, like I said, the lunges were the worst. And I think if I do next time I do single, I'm gonna do pro. That way I have heavier weights.
Gotcha.
That way it levels the playing field a little bit, because I think the runners will be a little slower.
You think that, and you see them dudes.
I don't know. Either way, I like, it sucks because my wife teamed up with Billy. He's a friend of ours who we train with, and they missed the window too. They didn't get a ticket, right? So he signed up with another male team, so they couldn't do split singles. So now, split teams. So now we're trying to get her a pro. If she can do a single pro, I think she'll do really well.
What day you going on? You on Saturday?
No, we on Friday.
Friday, nice.
Get out of the way.
Friday night, baby, and then have a little weekend in Dallas.
We'll throw down.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, enough talking about me, bro. What you been up to?
Man, look, this is my 7th year being the athletic director at Word of God Academy, so that has kept me super busy.
Yeah. What does all that entail?
Oh man. So on top of that, so we got now, when I got there, we just had boys and girls basketball.
Okay.
And so now we have all that. We have varsity basketball, boys and girls, down to middle school type. So 6th grade-ish. And now we're going to roll out cross country this year. We have cheerleading from varsity to JV to middle school. We have volleyball for the girls, varsity and JV. Then it gets into basketball season, and then we roll into January, and we have track and field for boys and girls, and then we have softball for the girls. Working on baseball. Baseball has been a struggle to start, and that's a whole conversation for another day of like, we have a bunch of people that love playing baseball, but no one wants to start baseball because they're like all separate, and they're all on winning teams. So no one necessarily wants to come together and make a team and lose.
Got you.
And so, I don't know. I feel like it's playing with fire with some of them, because eventually you're going to run out of time in school of where you are. And you're like, yeah, you might be able to hide on a winning team, but if you get to high school, now you're not going to get to play because you haven't developed any of those skills, but you've been on a winning team and you like how that feels. Well, if we could have maybe started a baseball team 2 or 3 years ago, we could have developed those skills and lost all at that same time. And now you're 3 years in, you're developed, and now you start winning and building that momentum. So there's all types of stuff around it, but baseball is a whole different world from when I was in it to now. It is a completely different game. It is,
dude,
it's wild.
It's so political.
It's wild.
It's so political, man. It really is. I was like, I've just been watching it. Dude, I don't know. I got to where I hated it. And nothing against the sport. Yeah. I think just we were so engulfed. I was engulfed in it. We were the same age, you know, grew up together. And y'all, I always sucked. I just did it because all my friends were doing it.
It was fun, yeah.
I did it because all my friends were doing it. But I was never, like, good enough to progress up to any, like, what the travel team. We didn't. Do we even have travel teams back then?
So,
we had, like, Dixie or something.
So that's what's wild. So Little League was big when we were growing up. Little League was massive. And you went Little League, you had your local league. And from that local league, you had your all-stars.
Yeah, that's what it was, yeah.
And so from all-stars, man, people would come in and out, and they would hand-pick people out of those all-stars, and that's how you play travel ball.
Yeah.
And so travel ball, you actually had to be picked off of these teams to go play at this higher level. Yeah. And now it's like, all right, pay your $2,000 and you're on.
Yeah, now it's just like a bunch of people doing it.
And now you can be the Swamp Ranger Elite, and you've never played baseball in your life, but you paid your $2,000 or $3,000, and
it's crazy, dude.
You look good out there, but you have no idea how to play baseball because you've never actually, like, you get out there and you warm up, but that's the only playing time you get.
Yeah.
And so, man, I don't know. I don't want to bash everything that's going on, because there are some pockets that probably have it figured out and they are developing, and the cream's going to rise. Like, if you are good, you're going to be up there. They're going to find you. But, man, I'm looking at the kids that aren't playing college baseball and aren't going to the pros. How do you develop them and keep them engaged in baseball? Because it's a beautiful game, but you got to keep them engaged because it can get slow. The best thing Major League Baseball did was put a pitch clock in, because now those games have gone from 4 hours to like 2.5.
Yeah.
Like, I can take my 6-year-old to a baseball game now and we can have a good time, because we might have to leave in the 6th or 7th inning, but he's seen most of the game. He's had a good time, and it's been a good experience. And we've only been there for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours.
Yeah.
Not 4 hours. I remember going to a Rangers game in the summer, getting baked out there before they put the
slow games, man. No, I think the biggest thing I've seen from just outside perspective, knowing so many people that participated, especially like younger siblings, friends, kids, stuff like that, is injuries, man. These kids playing too much and just constantly getting injured, and like, they might be an amazing pitcher, but are those type of kids that, like, I had a younger brother. He could play every single position, kind of like you used to play. Yeah, but he messed his shoulder up. That's like everyone. They just get to where they're playing in every single league, and they're playing every single week, and they're playing other auxiliary games on the side. And then, dude, it's just like you have no time for recovery.
A 12 and a 13-year-old should not be having Tommy John.
No,
they should not be. And look, I'll say it. Parents have got to do a better job of saying no to their kids. Like you've got to protect your kid, and if that means you've got to be the bad guy in certain situations for your kids, you need to do it. Like you need to keep your kid healthy, but that's like bad news for a parent because their parents don't want to do that. They were like, I want my kid to succeed. I want my kid to be seen. I'm like, then you need to protect them some and don't let. No 13-year-old should be playing 85 games of baseball. I don't care if they're okay. What people don't understand is, they have a pitch count. Okay, so if you're a pitcher, you go out there. I'm making these numbers up because I don't know off the top of my head. Let's say you're a starting pitcher, you're 13 years old, you get 60 pitches. Yeah. And you've got to come out. So they're saying, okay, he's pitched 60 pitches this game. He's got to have 3 days rest. That looks awesome on paper. But he's probably your shortstop.
Yeah, he's playing something else, yeah.
He might also be your catcher.
Yep.
So if he just did 60 pitches the day before, but now he's your catcher, so now he's probably up to it's lower intensity, but the wear of that person's arm is still the same.
Yeah, but
so a pitch count doesn't. It's null and void.
And it is lower intensity at speed, but you might have throw here or there. I mean,
you're talking about a 13-year-old that's going to go out in the warm-up line. Yeah. And they're like, there's a girl in the stands. Watch this, John. I'm about to laser one at you. He doesn't care if he threw 60 pitches the day before. Like, he's about to let this thing fly.
Yeah.
And especially like if he's at shortstop and there's a cute girl in the stands that maybe I'm like, hey, watch this. Throw it over to first. Like, the intensity got to 1,000 on that.
Yeah.
Pitch count is silly at that point. Like, I know it looks good on paper, but there's coaches have got to do a better job of protecting players. Parents have got to do a better job of protecting their kids from these situations. And for everything that is right, let your kids play different sports.
Yeah, let them figure out what they like.
Yes. Yeah. Let them. Well, let them have seasons. What did you play? Growing up, I did basketball, baseball, and football. Okay. And then my freshman year at Halton, I quit football. Or no, I didn't quit football. I quit basketball because I was like, I'm not being able to. I want to go play baseball. So I did football in the fall, summer and fall, had normal football, and then after January, I rolled and went into baseball.
Yeah, that's what I thought because we played football and baseball, and then I kept messing with football. Well, I knew after I got to high school, I just quit. I started in track. I don't know why. I transitioned to long distance, like me, Taylor, Jonathan, those guys. Like
track is one thing I wish, looking back, I wish I could have competed in, but it was always on Thursdays.
Yeah.
And we always had baseball games on Thursdays, and I could never. If I would have been a long distance runner, I think I could have made it because those were the first events.
That's what we did.
And the sprints were always last. Yeah. And so that was like second, third inning, and I could have never made it over there.
Yeah, dude. I really enjoyed that. I think I enjoyed it because it took the team sport out of it, made it more solo, and I think I'm just better solo sport guy. I don't know why. It's
solo, but it has such an impact on your team.
Yeah.
Because if you want to win the meet or win state, man, you've got to perform.
Yeah.
To get those points,
but it's on you.
It's
on you for each point, right? And that made it cool, and a mix of like meeting other people. That was cool. Like there's a lot more.
I call it a picnic. It's a picnic. It's a picnic, and a sporting event happens to break out.
Yep.
That's how I tell. Because I'm the head track coach at Word of God right now.
Okay, cool.
And so that's like a recruiting pitch for some of these kids. I'm like, look, it is not like any other sport you've been to. There's tents. There's food. It's laid back. Now, when it's your turn. You better go eat, and then you get to relax.
Yeah.
Especially if you're only a one event person. In high school, you're probably gonna be more than one event, so you've got to be able to condition and do those things for the other events. But yeah, I mean, it's a fun picnic. You get to mingle with other people from other schools.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sometimes you got to break it up because I'm like, hey, you can't be like flirting right now. Like
we got stuff to do.
We got stuff to do. Like get her Instagram, get her handle, whatever, or Snapchat, whatever they're doing, and do that later. We got stuff to do, but yeah, that's
what's up. How many kids do you guys have?
Oh man,
in sports? I guess or just in total.
So in total, man, we're like right at that 500 mark, K through 12. So the campus I'm on, it's so different than when I grew up because 7th through 12th grade is all together on one campus.
Okay.
So our teachers teach high school and middle school kids all on the same day. Like there are no high school teachers, there are no middle school teachers. It's all kind of put together. And so with our middle school and high school, we're about like 160 right now.
Gotcha.
So the 7th and 8th graders, those are our biggest classes pushing forward now. They're like 30, 40 in each class, which is like we had 30 kids in our class, like our English class. That was normal.
Yeah.
And then like growing up, and so it's kind of weird walking the halls and always seeing, like, I graduated with more people.
Yeah, than this whole school.
Than this whole school.
We had like 600 people in our class.
So it's been interesting. It's been fun. A lot of our kids like sports because they just want to do something. It's kind of like club almost for them.
Yeah.
And so it's been interesting getting to coach kind of that mindset of it. So to put it in perspective, we would be like a Class B school. That's kind of where we're at. So you have in Louisiana, you got the 5A, 4A, 3A, 2A, 1A. Those are all your football schools.
Right.
So we don't have football, so we can't be in that classification. So we'd be a Class B school. And we haven't made it with our athletes. There's nothing against them. We'd be more of like a JV level comparative to all of those other schools. Like we would compete with their JV. We may be able to compete with their varsity for a quarter or so, and then they would run away with it because of their depth. It's like the old adage of playing SEC, like SEC football.
Yeah.
They roll out. You can like Tech playing LSU. Like Tech only has so many athletes. LSU's third string would start at Tech.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where we're at now. I also have brought in, we do PE completely different. Like our PE is strength and conditioning.
That's cool.
And our kids have grown to love and hate it at the same time because, like I said, most of them are in their like 4th or 5th year through it. And so they've learned a lot. They know the culture. They know the expectation of what 4th hour looks like now. And so now don't get it wrong. We do play games. We do have fun. We have, we play your typical volleyball and we let them go with 3-on-3 basketball and that type of stuff. But we're in the block schedule, so we have 90 minutes. But it's full strength conditioning where we time their 40s, we do their 5-10 5s, we do their broad jumps, we do their verticals. We max out on all their lifts, that type of stuff. And, that's kind of how they're graded throughout the year of their individual progression. And so last year, kind of put in perspective where our kids are. Last year, I had my first 2 guys squat 405.
Nice.
You go to other schools, though.
Yeah.
That's like their warm-up set.
Right.
Which is
we're talking
awesome.
about big linemen and stuff.
Yeah. And so I had our first 2 guys hit 405. The weight room exploded. We had a huge celebration.
That's a lot of weight for not being football.
Oh, yeah.
You have these.
Those are basketball.
Right.
Basketball guys, and so one of them is our shooting guard and my triple jumper, and he's under my relays. And then my other one is he plays basketball. He's like our 6th, 7th man, but he's my 100-meter and 200 guy.
Yeah.
So he is fast twitch, super strong, and can go. And so, looking at him squatting 405 was awesome. I think the first one at that 405 had a 33-inch vert, and the other one had a 34-inch vert, and that's all digitally done. We haven't cracked the 4.440 yet, though. We're still getting there because I don't do anything hand time. I have all lasers. I don't mess with hand time of like inflation of that was a 4.39, coach.
Yeah,
like no, that was a 4.52 because that's what that laser said, and so that's where we're at. We've had a couple 4.5s come through, but we have not hit the glorious 4.440 yet, and so I've had a couple of guys go over 21 miles per hour running, which is a big thing to get to the 4.4. And so, it's kind of where we're at. So we've completely flipped what PE looks like. And so I've taken it back to almost the 60s and 70s to where you go look at some of those guys Like they're doing calisthenics, they're doing the push-ups, they're doing pull-ups, they're doing rope climbs.
I think it's good. I think it's good, especially if
I'm not rolling a ball out there and saying, go get it.
Yeah, we didn't have the best PE structure growing up in our school system.
I never took in high school. I was lucky. I never took just normal PE.
No, I didn't have PE either.
My freshman year, I went to football and then I went to baseball, and I stayed that way all 4 years.
Yeah. But leading up to that, like middle school and all that, we didn't do anything. We were playing basketball or whatever, like messing around.
Coach Walker and Coach Phillips.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
We played.
Get in fights in the locker rooms. Stupid crap, dude. Like making each other pass out. Just you remember all that crap? God, stupid, man. We were doing dumb crap, but no, it's great.
I'm glad there was no social media when we were in middle school.
I tell people that and they're like, whatever. And I'm like, no, you don't understand.
You don't understand.
Like the crap we did.
It was bad. It was bad.
But the education and the knowledge that's out there now and the information you have on, nutrition and recovery and how to do, like, even in high school, we're growing up, like, they're telling you strength and conditioning for sports wasn't really.
Oh, it was silly.
It wasn't that program.
It was football.
Right.
That was it.
Yeah. It's like squat, deadlift, clean,
Dude,
bench.
our workout program was squat 3x10.
Yep.
Bench press 3x10.
Yep.
Incline 3x10. And then we ran through like the middle machines.
And then they're like, eat as much as you can. That's how you get bigger. Remember how
peanut butter and jelly and whole milk.
What I was thinking about the other day was Fobbs. Shout out to Fobbs. He's still out there.
Dude, I see him on Facebook all the time now.
Dude, I remember how jacked that dude was. God, dude, he was an animal.
And him and Doug.
And then he come into the MMA whenever I was doing it. But Doug, yeah.
Oh my, dude, he scared me. He was middle linebacker.
I don't know what those dudes were on, bro. But like whatever it was, they were juiced up, man. They might not have been, but I'm just saying they were just.
Dude, it was.
For me, it was like I was looking at like a Vin Diesel or somebody,
Yeah, man, I'm sitting there playing slot receiver I think I was a sophomore when they were there. It was him, Dak's older brother Tad.
Tad, yeah,
bro.
Tad was big too.
God, dude, I graduated soaking wet 175.
Yeah. Me and
those dudes were over 200, just coming at you, looking like grown men.
Yeah.
Oh my! I'm glad they were on our team on Friday night.
Dude, it was
because when we went 1s on football, I remember Tad wearing me out on special teams because I was the up guy for Cliff, the punter, and man, he would come through the middle. He would wear me out.
Dude, they were and Jace. I remember running drills with him
so much.
Yeah, I know, man. I remember running drills with him, and we'd have that. We were in middle school, like, dude, he would plow me over every single play. Dude.
He was the biggest middle schooler.
Remember that play that we had? What's it called, Jumbo?
We
ran him up in the red zone.
Yes.
Like, dude, that was crazy, bro.
I think he almost killed that kid from Benton that one game. He stepped on him, and it was bad news.
He was a large fella, man. He was stout, man. Shout out, man. R.I.P.
I know,
great dude. He's a great dude.
Yep.
But yeah, back to what you're doing. So also, but this is why I wanted to reach out and catch up with you. But you've been doing these videos and stuff. So like, tell me how that happened. Like, what you're doing,
man. So I had this thought one day. I was talking with my wife Sarah, and it blows my mind of just all of the content that's out there all day, every day. You can scroll and it's just endless feed. And I'm like, I love most of it, hate some of it, and some of it's just silly. It just makes you laugh, and I enjoy all of that. And so it made me think, I was like, when I started doing all of this in 2012 with my first internship to graduate at LSUS, Sarah got me a GoPro, and I would take it in there and I would film everything. Like, it was just fun. I was like, this is fun to film workouts and to see people do what they're doing. But then I ran into trying to upload it to YouTube because like I could film it, but I didn't know. Man, I'm talking about putting raw footage out there of like no edit, no nothing. I would just upload it and it would take like 2 hours on YouTube back then. And then I didn't really know how to do it. And so I just kind of stopped. And so those videos are still on YouTube. Every once in a while I go back and look at them. I didn't know anything about copyright. I didn't know anything about like putting songs on there and stuff like that anyways. And so I did that for a little bit and then kind of was like, I'm done with social media. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't know why people keep posting all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. So now fast forward to where we are now. And I was like, I want to be raw with what I'm doing. I want to ask questions. I'm curious to what other people are doing. And I do believe I have some nuggets for some people to help you to get you where you want to go. Because I know in fitness that it can be very confusing. There's so much information, and it's so hard to block out. One day it's good to smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
The other day it's bad to smoke cigarettes. And then our government is coming out saying Lucky Charms is better than red meat.
Yeah.
So you're like, how am I supposed to digest any of this? And so I'm just trying to be raw.
Yeah.
And just put out like some of the stuff that I'm thinking of. Like some of these videos about to come out this week. It's literally me sitting in the weight room in front of a camera, just asking questions to whoever's watching. I don't know who's watching, whoever's watching, and just getting their opinion to try to help me figure something out. But it's also my philosophy of like, man, if you reach out to me, I really, really want to help you where you are. I want to take you where you are to where you want to go. Not where I want you to go, but where you want to go. And some people don't want to go far.
Well, there's not a one size fits all approach.
No.
And I think everyone thinks that. Like, it's like, were you going to, I mean, there's a million rabbit holes we can go down here, right? But it's like, you got the Ozempic epidemic, right? So like you have all these people taking that and they're killing their bone density and their muscle growth, right? But at the same time.
I'm 50-50 on that right now.
Okay.
Of that, because I'm like, man, there is a population that needs it.
No, I'm not in disagreement from that.
I know,
right?
but you don't hear that.
Yeah.
You hear, and at first when it came out, I was like, man, it's a bunch of cheaters.
Yeah.
Like, why would you not just diet and exercise?
Yeah.
Why would you not, like, how do you not have enough willpower to get off the couch and go do that?
Yeah.
Well, I never had the thought that some people just don't want to work out.
Yeah.
Like they don't want to do it.
Well,
so I'm like, okay, let me put myself in their shoes. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to work out, but I will walk and I will ride my bike.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's not going to do much unless you have some help. I think, like I said, there's a certain population, and I think
especially like if you have someone who's obese and like they're trying to get,
like, they're on their deathbed.
Yeah, you're in a head start, right? Say you're over 400 pounds, 300 pounds, whatever. You're 300 pounds, you're 5'6". That's just, all right.
You don't have long,
right?
Yeah.
Right. So, but the biggest thing I see so many, and I have a personal situation scenarios that I know this is happening in, where people are taking it and they're not changing anything about their life. They just want to lose some inches, but.
And everything has a cost.
Right. And here's the thing. But I like it for if it's using it for a boost and then changing your lifestyle, right? Like starting to eat better. Like you take that and you're still eating fried food and pizza and shit. Like, for me, I just don't like, but look, that's my opinion, right? In the same token, like there's a lot of information out there where people think, well, if you take, maybe you got to do carnivore, or you got to do vegan, or you got to do keto, or you got to do,
the sugar fast now.
Fasting.
Have you seen that?
Yeah. Like, dude, there's so much crap out there, but I'm like primarily carnivore and I eat a lot of fruit. That's just where I'm at. That's kind of where I landed. I've done DNA tests, blood tests, 2-strand stuff, done everything. I've kind of looked at all my food allergens, look at the ones that I do better on, what I don't, that's just where I land for me, but it's taken me how many years to get here? Like I started taking it really serious when I was probably 18. And then like the first thing I took out was like soft drinks. The next thing I took out was like fried food, completely. And then I'm like, okay, now start learning things about my body, and then learning inflammation, what causes inflammation, creating conditions I have now that last, like I have EOE, which is the esophagus issue because of inflammation of me eating the wrong things for so many years, even though technically they may be healthy. They're not healthy for my genetic makeup, right? So there's so much stuff out there, and it's overwhelming. It is overwhelming. And if you're just trying to get into it, man, you don't know what to believe,
Eventually, you just got to take one step.
Yeah.
Just take one step. And so it's wild that we're talking about this because last night we were at some of our family friends. They were having this get together, and so these two gentlemen are to my left. I'm sitting here eating, and I'm part of their conversation, but kind of not part of their conversation. But I'm listening to what they're saying. this one guy was talking. He was giving a conversation about him and his doctor, and this floored me of what the doctor said back to him.
I can only imagine.
And so he got his blood work done. His A1C was elevated, so on and so forth. And the doctor was like, "Hey, it's time to get on medicine." And the guy looked back at him and said, "I'm going to try a diet first." And the doctor said, "It's not going to work. Get on medicine."
Yeah, and the same doctor.
And I'm like,
the same doctor that probably has no nutrition knowledge, right? Because then it's not a requirement to have years and years of nutrition, And that's what's unfortunate. I'll tell you a great doctor it's Tom Siskron. He's been on the show before. I don't know if you know. You know Tom? He's affiliated with Wad Gods.
Yep.
So Tom knows his shit, and he's a urologist.
Okay.
But he's not like a primary physician. But dude, he's one of those people that we've had this discussion in depth multiple times about. There's times and places where you need testosterone or whatever it is, pill or medication or prescription. He's like, but we're gonna try for the change your diet and change your lifestyle first before we go that route. And there's just not a lot of medical doctors out there that practice that, and it's no fault of their own. It's just what they were told.
You don't get paid
right
to push that.
Exactly.
If you got paid to push that, that might change a lot of things.
Yeah.
But all the propaganda to push pharma is kind of hard to when that's how you're providing for your family. It's kind of hard to or when you get used to the certain lifestyle of making $2-3 million a year off of that, and then you're like, all right, I'm not going to do that anymore. And now you go down to like $500,000.
Yeah,
you're like, man, that's kind of hard. But look, that's on you. Yeah. That's on them. That's on what they want to do, and it's just take a step. Take a step. Go walk for 10 minutes in a day. Like, don't change anything else. Go walk for 10 minutes in a day. Okay? Go walk for 12 minutes the next day. Go walk for 15. Build that way.
Yeah.
And then, okay, once you get to the point where you can, let's say, walk for 30 minutes. All right? Let's skip breakfast.
Yeah.
Just go walk. Wake up and go do your walk. Instead of eating breakfast, go do your walk then. Come back, get ready for your day. And don't change anything else. Like, you don't have to make all these grand changes. You don't have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, go to the gym, take your pre-workout, do your fasted cardio, go do all of your weights for an hour, go sit in your sauna, come back, get all of your macros perfectly fit, all before 8 o'clock, and then have to get your kids ready and then go to work. Okay, now you're at work. You're sitting down probably. Okay, you don't have to go buy your standing desk or your treadmill to get your 10,000 steps in. Your lunch doesn't, you know what I mean? But that's how people get into it.
Yeah.
And they're like, I tried it for a day and I just couldn't do it. By dinner time, they're so aggravated they don't want to do anything, or they might nail it that day, but their kid calls sick and they got to go pick them up from school. So now all that gets scratched anyways because now you got to take care of your sick kid.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be able to bob and weave, man.
Yeah.
But it is. You see so many people that start something, and it's just overwhelming because they jump right in the fire, and you're not built for that. One, because everyone that's in the fire has taken a while to get there.
Long time.
It's taken 20 years for me to get to the regimen that I'm at now, right?
Dude, I hated working out in high school.
Yeah.
Like, people always think you were. I'm like, no, I didn't really start this until when I got to LSUS in 2010, 2011, somewhere in there. Like, I didn't like working out. I liked running because I was fast.
Yeah.
But weights and stuff, I didn't really like it.
See, I was the opposite. I didn't. I was
going to be a dentist.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to go do. And so,
what changed the course there?
God.
Yeah.
He got a hold of me at LSU, and so when I transferred over there, I mean, dude, I graduated with 175 hours. I think I needed 140.
Yeah.
So that's how much stuff I had gone through. And so we got to LSUS and we went through I guess that would be the pre-med route, because I wanted to be a dentist to go to, dental school down in New Orleans. And man, kind of halfway through some of all that, some life things happened, and I just switched it to kinesiology, and a lot of that stuff transferred over. And so, well, they don't call it kinesiology, I think they call it community health.
Is that what it is now?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But it's just easier for everyone to reference this kinesiology.
Yeah, I mean, which is probably the best base for anything. I think that's just all the electives and everything required for that. I mean, should line up before you become a doctor. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you should learn all of those things, and it's because anyone I've ever met that has a degree in that typically are well versed and they're in decent shape, and they understand how the body functions and what they should eat and how they should move.
Oh yeah, going that route, you get a ton of nutrition of like applied nutrition type stuff. I think in medical school, man, it's like less than 1%.
It's not much.
Yeah, which
it's unfortunate, man.
In the Western world is wild.
Right, that's just how the enterprise has been formulated, I guess. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But here's the thing: it's coming to head now. It's starting to come to head. Do you see that recent article and the recent bill that passed in the state?
No,
restaurants and food suppliers stuff are going to have to start displaying warning labels on specific things.
No way.
And people that are like anybody that's making anything, pretty much, like different dyes are going to have to be exposed. Sucralose is going to have to be exposed. Multiple seed oils. So if you're a restaurant and use seed oils, you're going to have to physically say, warning, we use seed oils in this food.
No way.
So
that just got passed?
It just got passed in this state.
Wow.
So yeah. I mean, that's part of
Louisiana jumping in front of everybody.
I know that, like, the most unhealthy state in the union are trying to get in front of it. But no, I mean, I think, look, that's not to sit here and criticize someone's business if you do use those things. I'm just saying it is important to point out to people that some of these things aren't great to put in you, and they're especially not great to put inside of you in excess, right?
For sure.
Every now and then, look, I may want a burger or something or some fries or whatever, but I'm not doing that every single day, multiple times a week, and also just thinking that we're putting something that can run machinery into our bodies. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. It's just crazy to think about.
Yeah, that was me with like Diet Cokes for the longest time.
With all aspartame and shit in them.
Yeah. I don't even care anymore. I just drink. My vice is sugar-free Dr. Pepper.
Okay. Well,
love sugar-free Dr. Pepper.
But how often are you doing it?
2 or 3 a week.
Right. So you're not doing it every day, 2 or 3 a day.
No, it's not like, dude, saw a woman this morning on the way to work. She was coming out of McDonald's. So she was in the passenger seat coming out of McDonald's. 2 liter of Coke. She was drinking out of the 2 liter.
Oof.
I was like, sis, it's not even 7:30 in the morning, and we're already halfway done.
Yeah. Well, I feel like you gotta have your vice, but that's excess, right? That's what we're talking about. Excess. Like the worst thing I have, admittedly, is tequila. Like that's the worst thing I have.
It's a clear liquor, though. I mean,
but I enjoy it in moderation, and most of the time I enjoy it relaxing with my wife and hanging out. I'm not, getting drunk on it. But I mean, that's probably the worst thing. But it's taken me. It used to be everything. I used to have tequila, and I might have some pizza, and I might have something else. So it's taken a while to get there. But that's the biggest thing, man. I think it's just like what you were saying earlier. Instead of just tiptoe into it, maybe tiptoe into taking these things out of your diet too.
I honestly try to stay away from diet advice for people because of the psychological impact it has on people. I don't know. I guess I have theories behind some things that, like, here's one of them. Like, in the education world, what do you get rewarded with for, like, making an A on a paper?
Yeah, pizza party
or a piece of candy.
Right.
So we're training, and people are going to be like, you're going too far.
It's your opinion.
Yeah. So we'll go for a kindergartner.
Yeah.
Kindergartner does something good. Here's a sucker. Dopamine hit. Okay. You do that all year. Awesome. You bring a report home. Boom. Here's a piece of candy. You do anything good. Oh, ice cream party.
Yep.
Pizza party. So on and so forth. So now, for not necessarily in high school, because we don't really get into like reward system in high school, but even kind of through middle school. So now we're talking like 6-7 years at least.
Well, in the developmental years. That's the developmental years. We have trained every good thing in that system is rewarded with sugar. Yeah.
So now let's take it to the adult years. Hey, I just got a promotion. Let's go get ice cream. hey, I just passed this test in college. Let's go do that. It's almost like we've trained little kids to become adults to, if something is good, we've got to go get this sugary thing.
Yeah.
Instead of like, hey, here, you made an A on your test. Congratulations, here's a sticker. Like this thing that can be thrown away. It feels good at the time, but it's not a lingering effect all the way through. I don't know. There might be studies on this. I don't know. I haven't looked into all of that, but it's wild having kids watching myself. Oh, you did good. Here is said piece of this. And I'm like, come on, Cody. Like, we serious? Like, let's not do that. Like find something else to reward with. Because I'm like, food is powerful.
Well, what I've been doing with my kids, I don't have anything in the pantry that I would consider horrible. Like we don't have potato chips. Mm-hmm. We don't have like processed fruit juices. They drink water.
Yeah.
And every now and then they'll get like a little seltzer, like sparkling water.
Yeah.
That's all they drink. That's all we have at the house. That's all I drink. That's all I'm going to let them drink. Mm-hmm. I'm going to and the sweets we have would be like the little organic whatever things from Sam's, like with only 4 or 5 ingredients, little pastries and stuff like that. But I'll talk to them, like they'll say like, can we have ice cream? I'm like, okay, well, think about it. What did you do today? Did you have something somewhere, dessert or what? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, then no, you can't, because you've already had one bad thing today. If you wanted ice cream, the next day or two, think about that before you go somewhere. Like, your grandma's, did y'all have cake or cupcake?
Yeah.
You had that, or you had pancakes this morning.
Man, grandparents' house is a wild west.
It's the worst, right? But if you teach them to go there and say, it's not that I can't have that, it's that I've already had, like, because that's the one thing they don't think about. Like, did you have pancakes this morning? Yeah. Well, guess what? That was your sugar limit. And I'm not putting them on a regimen like I am, but I'm just trying to teach them, hey, you'd have to realize that I'm not saying it's going to make you fat. I'm saying it's going to make you unhealthy.
Yeah. The biggest thing that I teach my kids is protein.
Same.
Protein.
I've showed them that they get more full on protein than
I'm not necessarily worried about carbs with them because of how dadgum active we are as a family. Like, my kids are running a triathlon on Sunday.
That's awesome. And
so, like, I'm not worried about necessarily carbs or their carb intake of them becoming pre-diabetic.
Yeah.
So on and so. Like, they're going to go burn that off that afternoon doing this type of stuff. I'm more or less worried about how much protein are they actually getting. And there's like a running joke in my house of, can I drink out of daddy's cup? Because of like what's in it. Is there protein in it? Is there pre-workout in it? Is there, BCAAs in it? Is there caffeine in it? And so and that stuff is delicious to them. So they always want to drink out of my stuff. And so like right now, my kids love Element or whatever.
Yeah, that was great.
Dude.
It's great. Yeah, but it's great. Like, after an activity.
I don't let them drink the whole thing because that's 1,000 milligrams for them.
Yeah, for sodium.
That's for them. And so
potassium overload too.
Yeah, so they love that. But our biggest thing as a family is you've got to eat your protein.
Yeah.
Like, my daughter is pretty much a carnivore. She loves steak. She loves hamburgers. She loves the protein type stuff. It's harder for her to eat a normal carb, but then again, she loves the desserts.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to teach, not go good, bad of where, or, I can't have it because it's bad. We're trying to, like you said, educate.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Of get them to have the inform of, okay, you remember when you had those 3 cookies? How did you feel? Mm-hmm. Did you feel bad? Did you feel sluggish? Did you feel tired? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, do you want that feeling again? If it's yes, okay, let's see.
Yeah.
If it's no, then okay, hey, there's watermelon, strawberries, blueberries, something over here on this table. I'm thinking of like birthday parties. Yeah. That type of stuff. There are options, but usually the options over here look way better than the fruit platter that's over here. And so like right now, I can't keep up with how much fruit my boys eat.
That's a good thing. Man.
Like, Solomon will eat a whole thing of like 2-3 pounds of strawberries in one thing. I'm like, dude, you just ate $10. Yeah. But it's good. So our biggest thing is protein. Like, how how are you going to get your protein to grow, and how are you going to Roman, my daughter, she loves watching cooking shows. And so now she wants to bake. Neither me or my wife know how to bake like from scratch. And so it's a struggle sometimes as a parent to be like, okay, let's go do it from scratch. Let's get all the bowls out. Let's get all the whisk out. Let's do all that. But it's so much better that way for you to do it. But it's so much easier to be like, hey, just go get that pack.
Yeah.
Go get that pack of stuff. And so like one of her dreams is to be on Master Chef.
That's cool.
And to go do that and cook and bake and all that type of stuff. And me and Sarah look at each other sometimes. We're like, oh man, what did we get into of trying to do that? And then Solomon, my middle one, is just sitting there trying to eat everything. And Samson, the young one, is just doing whatever Big Brother's doing. So it's very interesting around our house.
It's it starts there though, man. I think that's the most. I know everyone has they're caught up in their stuff, and they don't think about those little bitty tiny decisions are creating lifelong decisions and lifelong habits, right? That are going to be very hard to get there because some people just never get out of it. Some people just got to have their Dr. Pepper every day.
But I remember going back what our coaches told us, like, just go eat whatever, get big.
They did.
Just like, man,
eat cheeseburgers.
If you wanted to get big, it was 2 peanut butter jellies and a glass of milk
and creatine.
Dude, I didn't. Well,
remember the old creatine that we used to drink?
Everyone thought it was steroids.
Yeah, dude, it would blow you up, bro.
But yeah, now, man, there's so much information of like, I don't get how high school kids are trying to track macros. I don't understand, because your body changes so much between your freshman year to your senior year. You have
testosterone. Like you're not gonna be the same person. You don't have any measurables because they're constantly changing. Like your testosterone goes from nothing to 1,000, and then overnight, and it may stay at 1,000 for 10 years.
Yes,
or it may diminish depending on your life choices. And
so your cute little 300 grams of carbs you think you need as a freshman or sophomore are highly under met if you keep it by your senior year and you think 300 carbs is good. Bro, you probably need 900 to like 1,200 grams of carbs if you're in football. Like if you're a receiver or something in football,
if you're doing
all the stuff these kids do, because let's be honest, you're not just playing football. You're probably playing football. You're in travel baseball. You're in you might be playing AAU basketball.
You're definitely
on top
probably
of it.
Eating 5,000 calories a day.
But
sure.
I can't even do that.
Yeah, but I mean, I would think
not
you can't do it
enjoying it.
You can't do it clean.
No,
you can do it dirty as hell. You can get 3 cheeseburgers, a couple of fries, and 2 milkshakes, and you're there, right?
Well, that's the thing. I can drink 2 30-ounce Dr. Peppers and hit 200 grams of carbs.
Yeah, that's insane to think about.
Feel great.
That's insane to think about. Yeah,
but
I'm so on the. I'm completely, dude. I don't get over like 60 grams of carbs a day, so I'm like, I'm away on the other end.
I got you.
Like, dude, if I have over 100, I'm in a sluggish mode.
Well, I've shifted, man. I've shifted so much back and forth over the years to where now, like I'm running, biking, and swimming.
You got to have them.
Like
you got to have them. You can't do that.
I've had to train my brain that hey, this is good.
It's okay.
Like it's okay because I'm with you. Like I would have 30 grams right before a workout, and that was it.
Yeah,
that was all my carbs throughout the day.
Yeah.
It was just protein.
Yeah.
And I feel fantastic that way. I'm not a good carb person.
Yeah, me either. I get bloated and weird.
Dude, I will go to sleep like that.
Yeah, same.
But my wife, carbs all day.
Mine too.
She can roll on carbohydrates.
Same.
And I'm like, how are you doing? They're like, you're not sleepy? She was like, no, I feel great.
My MO is 200 protein, 100 fat, 50 carbs. That's like my perfect layout.
Yeah.
That's what I stick to, and it works best. Sometimes,
is that mostly Whole Foods?
Yeah. All Whole Foods. I mean, I'll have like maybe
200 of Whole Foods.
Protein? Yeah, dude. I eat some meat, bro.
That's awesome. Just a carton of egg whites all day.
Before you got here, I had like 6 ounces of shrimp, and then I had another 8 ounces of chicken breast, some poblano pepper, and some beans.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
So like that was all 80 grams of protein. Yeah. That's only one meal.
See, and I would rather drink. I'd rather drink my calories. Well, I'm not a big eater. And people look at me like I'm so weird. I would rather have protein shakes all day.
What protein shakes you drinking? The pre-made ones?
Yeah.
All right, get away from them.
I know.
I've been trying to get away from them, and here's why. Every time I go back to, like, I'm not even promoted.
Jocko's vanilla is fantastic.
But their mix only has like 6 ingredients.
Yep.
It's got monk fruit for sweetener.
Yep.
It's got whole proteins, whole food proteins. So, like,
I wish you would sell them in more than a 4-pack.
I'm getting the I have the powder.
You get the powder?
I get the powder, and I mix it with sometimes I mix it with like an almond milk, and then sometimes I mix it with water.
I got you.
But I'm on the fence about the nut milks now too, bro. So I don't know, man. Look, you can't win it all.
Well, look, I think you're coming up to where I just got out of.
Yeah.
Because I'm all back on whole milk. Like,
see, I can't do whole milk, dude. It destroys me. So like, I could do like a Fairlife or something.
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah.
you know?
They take the lactose out.
Yeah. But I mean, I think the reason
now if you're cutting or like diet type thing, and you don't really like skim milk, or if it messes with you, then the nut milks are.
I'm sure I could have whole milk again. I think I've just been away from lactose so long that like putting it anytime I put it back in, I'm like, destroys, man.
Yeah, Jocko knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff. I'm happy about the energy drinks on the 80 milligrams of caffeine. Then they have the B12 to kind of supplement that. I've gotten way off caffeine, dude. Like, I might 100 milligrams max a day.
Good for you.
I used to be like 600 a day, bro.
Dude, that's nothing.
That's nothing. Well, I would do like a rain in the morning, maybe then a pre-workout, and then another rain. So I might have more than that, man.
Dude. Andrew Huberman probably messed everyone up when he came out and said he was like at 800 a day. Like the top scientist in the sports world is coming out and saying he's at almost 800. I'm like, oh my gosh, you just blitzed everybody.
I can't do it anymore, man. I think I'm becoming more body aware. Are you doing you cold plunging, hot tub, and sauna, anything?
So I stopped all that.
Okay.
For a little bit. Okay. Let's talk about cold plunge.
I'm been doing it for 2 years.
Let's talk about.
I got a new one in the back of the truck, but.
If you want to grow muscle, don't do it after your workout.
Yeah, no, I do it first thing in the morning. Don't do it
first thing in the morning or the last thing at night.
I've seen all those studies right after because the longest time they were having athletes get in the ice baths, and there's all that study.
It shuts that process down.
Yep.
Just that's the only thing. If you enjoy it, do it.
I'm doing it for mental fortitude and just doing something hard.
Also, be honest while you're doing it.
That's why I'm doing it.
A lot of people aren't honest.
It makes my day way easier, dude. When I do that, I get up, and I don't want to. I get up.
How cold do you go?
Mine's at 36. So, yeah, mine's at 36. So I get up, go take a piss. I get in it. It's horrible. I feel like I'm getting frostbite on my feet. And your forearms, your fingers, your feet, I feel like I'm getting frostbite. I get out in 3 minutes. Nothing else bothers me the rest of the day. If I skip it,
you're thinking about it all day.
Yeah, well, that, and it's also like, dude, I already got something hard out of the way today. Yep. Like, everything else is easy. It's not easy to do.
No, dude.
Mentally, it's horrible.
My wife has gone 32 degrees for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how did you just do that? I'm not sure.
I worked my way. I started with the pool and tested it during the winter before I made the purchase. Recently, it just went out. My plunge went out. It was an older one. So I have a new one in the truck right now that I'm gonna take home and get re-upped, and we're gonna try it out. But I've not had it in 2 weeks, and I'm like not the same person without.
So I'm more of a sauna person.
Sauna's horrible, and I got that too. But here's my this is like my cheat code. This is what I like to do: get up, take a leak, get a little bit of water, cold plunge into the hot tub. That way to get the body back hot, and then go into the sauna for 20 minutes.
I got you.
So it's like a 30-minute thing, like 3 minutes here. 10 minutes here, 20 minutes here.
Feel fantastic.
Dude, it's like a cheat code to the day, but it's like having that time cut out every single morning, at 6 a.m. or 5:30. Sometimes it's difficult, so.
Especially during the winter times.
Oh, yeah.
When you want to get in that 30-degree water, when it's already 30 degrees outside.
It sucks, yeah.
Yeah. Man, the sauna, I'll crank that thing to 200 and roll.
See, mine only goes to 158. And
you got an infrared?
Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah. But it still gets me where I need to go.
Infrareds are great. I like the old school cedar saunas where you just can get that thing up to like 225, get a brisket in there and get that thing going and just sit there. That's what I want. I want that. I'd rather have that miserable than the cold miserable.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather go sit in 200 and grind it out for 15 minutes than try to be in 35-degree water for 3 minutes.
I think there's good in both. Like I think respiratory wise and just cell wise and all that stuff, I think sauna is amazing. And I think for the cold plunge, dude, I really think it's more mental. They can break down all kind of studies, but I just think for me, it's more like that's horrible, but it does do something. It burns the brown fat, and it, does some
But you're
stuff.
also being honest while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Mental fortitude, and you want to do something hard to start your day.
Yep.
There's awesome. Great job. You're not saying, oh, this is creating muscle hypertrophy because I'm doing it.
We're not doing all that.
Yeah. The sauna is awesome. I wish they weren't so expensive.
Yeah.
For like the real one. Like the infrareds, you get some good deals on those. I'm talking about the old school 2-person barrels.
Yeah, they're high.
That are like minimum 10, 12 grand.
Yeah.
And then you got to get the electrical put on it for another probably 3 or 4. Yeah, if anyone's got one, send it to me because I
Yeah, dude, I know. I have a little cheap infrared one that doesn't work well.
Sometimes I just go sit in my attic for a while.
Well, that's what I was telling. We were having that discussion. My wife literally just said earlier, I want to get rid of this sauna because it works great in the summer, but in the winter it's not that great because it's outside. It's just not powerful enough.
Yeah.
She's like, I want to get rid of it because she's doing yoga, and I was like, all right, we'll get rid of it because the amount of sweat right now that I'm sweating in CrossFit. Like, dude, I don't
work out in the morning.
No, I work out. I'm gonna leave here and go straight to the gym.
Your afternoon group.
Yeah, and that's horrible.
Oh man.
So we're about to go do that, and so it'll probably be a high rocks training day too. So.
Okay. Oh yeah, y'all about to go sweat.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't need it right now this time of year. So I was like, look, make the room out there, and then we'll figure it out later. I'm going to get another one, a nicer one maybe. But I just, you get similar. You get a little bit. I like the hot tub thing gives you a little bit of.
Hot tub
You'll get hot.
Yeah.
It's great for recovery, but I just can't get in the summer, dude.
It's the thing with you can only get water so hot before it does something to your skin.
Yep.
The sauna, you can sit, like I said, man.
Some
of those guys, man, can get that thing up real hot. Like you can cook in that thing if you wanted to.
It's amazing. Yeah. It's amazing how hot how high temperature your body can sustain without like permanent damage.
For sure.
Body's crazy, man.
I love it.
I love
the human body. Dude, how's your barbecue?
It's okay. It's good.
It's good?
Yeah, I'm doing it a lot, dude. I'm doing a lot. We have a lot of stuff going on. It's that's what tomorrow. That's what I'll be doing all night long. That's why I lose some sleep is staying up doing that crap.
I love it though.
Yeah,
I love watching all your videos about the barbecue. That's what I love, man.
Yeah, man. It's been a learning process. I'm now doing it mostly at scale. I help put these competitions on for people, and that brings everybody together, and it's fun. And we still do some big competitions. We compete in some, but most of my stuff's catering, so it's not like every dish is amazing. It's more like doing a bunch at scale and trying to make it all good. Not phenomenal.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Brisket. What's the favorite thing to eat, right?
Yeah. If you get it right, man, people love that stuff.
We did some grass-fed. We did a whole spread yesterday evening. We were fortunate enough to have a client that they have a grass-fed beef company, so we're doing a ribeye, strip, filet, sirloin, burgers, and brisket all yesterday. We cooked all that, and we did photos and videos of it. Got to eat all that yesterday.
I think I can do it. I think I could eat a ribeye every day.
Same. But that's another thing with the carnivore. It's like all these misconceptions with the cholesterol stuff. Like, I don't know which way to lean there, right? So, like, my cholesterol is kind of high because I'm doing carnivore and I eat a lot of red meat. So, where I'm at right now is I'm going to scale the red meat back a little bit. Just look at it because I eat red meat almost every day. So, I'm scaling it back to where I'm just going to eat it like twice a week. I'm just going to see what changes in my numbers and stuff.
I would challenge you to do research on cholesterol.
I've been doing a lot, and then
see which ones actually matter.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I've been doing a lot of research, right? But like when you do your blood work, like I'm with Core Medical. I'm on TRT now because of all my past,
Heck yeah.
So like I have to do the blood work and I have to look at stuff and we review these levels and stuff. But I just saw another study recently where like they're associating all these sugars to heart disease versus cholesterol, and like there's just so much, dude.
So much, man.
And trying to keep up with all that, but we're about to have to wrap, dude. Any last thoughts? Anything? Any shout outs? Any plugs you got or anything?
Man, I ain't got any plugs. If you, I'm here for the people, man. I just love having fun conversations, being curious, getting to talk to people, and just seeing what they're about.
Yeah.
Like if people would just slow down and talk to each other again,
be nice.
It would be awesome.
It'd be nice.
There's a lot of cool people out there. There's a lot of crazy people out there, but those people are fun to talk to as well.
Yeah.
And so, I'll just say slow down. Enjoy your time and enjoy the people that are around you, because I've learned a lot over the past 5-10 years that they're not always going to be here.
Yeah.
And
the older we get,
I know that probably took a turn to end it, but Jesus, he was never in a rush. He literally always walked everywhere. He never ran anywhere. Like in the Bible, he's never running to a place. He's never hurrying to a place. He's taking his time. He's seeing who is there. He is aware of what's going on, but he's never in a rush. And if we could just slow down, one, I think it would help us not make mistakes of like, oh, I didn't mean to say that.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, I didn't mean to buy that. Or like that type of stuff. But also it would help conversations. It would help you maybe not go crazy on your kids. It would help you not go crazy on your coworker, that type of stuff. So that's it.
I like it, dude. We're going to do this again.
Absolutely, man.
All right, bro.